All right, kiddos, this is the next part of our video. We are going to go from scientific notation to standard notation. This is just simply working backwards from what we have already done. Okay, so on the other page, we ended up with positive exponents in our answers and negative exponents in our answers when we went from standard to scientific notation. Now, if we start in scientific notation, and we start with a positive exponent, we are going to move the decimal to the right in order to end up in standard notation, or to find our answer in standard notation, okay? Positive exponents, we're going to move that decimal to the right. If it is a negative exponent, we're going to move that decimal to the left to find our standard notation answer, okay? Let me show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. We're going to start with two examples. Now, example number 1, I have 1 in 3500ths times 10 to the negative 4th power. Whatever we do, no matter what we do, we are going to rewrite our problem. Now, when I'm rewriting this problem, I'm going to write everything in front of the multiplication sign, okay? This just shows me my power of 10. That wouldn't be in my answer if I was doing standard notation. So I'm going to drop that off, and I'm going to rewrite what's in front of the multiplication sign, okay? So 1 in 3500ths. Now, I started with a negative exponent, so I'm going to move this decimal to the left however many times my exponent tells me to. This exponent tells me 4 times, okay? So that's once, 2, 3, 4 times. There's the decimal. Now, in these blank spaces, in these blank humps, I'm going to put zeros, okay? Now, I'm going to rewrite this number, clean it up without all the humps. And when I clean it up, I'm going to have decimal 0, 0, 0, 1, 3, 5. Okay, so I started here and started up there in scientific notation and did the work to end up in standard notation. Okay, let's try another. Negative 5 8/10 times 10 to the 6th power. Again, I'm going to write everything in front of the multiplication sign. That's just the power symbol. That's just the power. 5.8. Bring that negative down because it is along for the ride, okay? Write everything in front of the multiplication sign. Now, I have a positive exponent, so I'm going to move this decimal to the right 6 times because that's how many times my exponent tells me to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Decimal ends here. Fill the humps with zeros. Okay, make sure you fill those humps with zeros. Now we're going to rewrite everything we see and make sure we have our correct place value. Okay, I started up here in scientific notation and ended there in standard notation. Okay, that is it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to comment below. You may also email me or you may inbox me on Canvas. I hope you have a good one.